You became a public figure. What price did you think fame would charge? This is part 6 of our investigation into America's sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. Today's episode is called Baby, I'm a Star. Everybody wants to know what happens after you become a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. What does it feel like when millions of strangers suddenly know your name? When every performance can be paused, replayed, zoomed in on, and picked apart by people you've never met. Most people would say that's simply the price of fame. Detective Boy isn't so sure. Let's investigate. Judy says something that almost slips right past you. She says sometimes she sits in her car for 20 minutes before she goes into the grocery store. Think about that. She's not getting ready for a performance. She's not walking onto the football field. She's buying groceries. Then she says, sometimes I just want to be ordinary. Sometimes I just want to disappear. Now stop right there. What happened? That's the detective's question. Because somewhere between becoming associated with DCC and walking into a grocery store, something changed. This episode looks like it's about social media. It looks like it's about celebrity. It looks like it's about TikTok and Reddit and comments. I think it's about consequences. Every detective knows something the rest of us usually miss. A decision never arrives by itself. It brings a trail with it. You audition. You make the team. Netflix comes out. Millions of people suddenly know your name. Brand deals appear. Security guards appear. DMs appear. Opinions appear. Now the grocery store isn't just a grocery store anymore. One decision, many consequences. Then watch what happens on the bus after the game. The girls pull out their phones. They search #DCC. They start reading what complete strangers are saying about them. Jenna says something fascinating. She says it's like people take all of your deepest insecurities and then thousands of people agree with them. How could strangers highlight an insecurity they don't even know exists? They can't create it. They can only echo something that was already believed. Otherwise, why would one comment crush one person while another person laughs at the exact same comment? The comment isn't carrying the weight. The belief is. Then the girls say something else. They don't even know us. Exactly. When did you discover that? Before you read the comments or after? If you already knew they didn't know you, then what were you hoping to find? That's the case. Now, let's look at the other side. The people making these videos have never stepped inside the locker room. They've never been to rehearsal. They don't know the injuries. They don't know the conversations. They don't know these women personally. They're reaching conclusions from partial evidence. Then the girls read those conclusions and become upset because the people don't know them. The detective asks a different question. If you already knew they didn't know you, why were you looking for yourself in their opinions? Then Reese starts talking about Alabama. She misses the slower pace. She misses the trees. She says Alabama is calling them home. Now, here's another detective question. If Alabama is calling you home now, what were you searching for when you left? Think about it. Every departure begins with a belief. You leave because you believe something somewhere else will give you what you think you're missing. That's why DCC means something different to every girl. For one, it's excellence. For another, belonging. For another, opportunity. For another, financial freedom. For another, influence. For another, purpose. For another, what she sincerely understands as God's calling. The organization stays the same. The belief changes. No girl is there by force. Every girl is there by belief. Each one believes DCC offers something she doesn't yet believe she already has. There's an old story about how hunters catch monkeys. They place a piece of fruit inside a container with an opening just large enough for an open hand to fit through. The monkey reaches in, grabs the fruit, and makes a fist. Now his hand is too large to pull back out. But here's the strange part. The trap isn't actually holding him. If he lets go of the fruit, his hand slides right back out. So the hunter doesn't catch the monkey because the monkey is unintelligent. The hunter catches the monkey because the monkey believes what he's holding is too valuable to release. Now the detective begins asking questions. What does the monkey believe he'll lose if he lets go? The monkey says, "If I let go of the fruit, I'll be hungry." The detective says, "Let's look at the evidence. The trap has already closed. The hunters are already coming. Are you going to eat the fruit?" "No." "Then your belief has promised you an outcome. It can no longer deliver." Now the choice isn't between eating the fruit and not eating the fruit. That choice is already gone. Now there are only two possibilities: hungry and free, or hungry and captured. Which one do you want? That's cold, because everybody's talking about the trap. Very few people are investigating what they're still holding. Maybe the real question isn't what price fame charges. Maybe the real question is this: what do you still believe DCC is giving you that you don't already believe you have? Tomorrow, we come to the final installment. A critical injury shakes the team. Retirement becomes a real possibility. Homesickness grows louder. The future starts knocking on the door. And one final detective question remains. When everything you believed would complete you is finally placed in your hands, what if the only thing left to discover is that you never needed to hold it to be free?